What if the secret to a totally legendary life was hiding in the very first hour of your day? Well, that's the big idea behind Robin Sharma's The 5 a.m. Club. It's this story all about how you can transform your mornings to, well, completely revolutionize your entire life. So let's dive in and see how this one simple shift can make such a huge difference. Our story kicks off with two people who are really at the end of their rope. We've got an entrepreneur, and she's watching her company and, her dreams just crumble. And then there's an artist who's totally paralyzed by procrastination and self-doubt. Both of them are just desperate for a lifeline, and they both end up at the same self-help seminar, really just hoping for some kind of miracle. And it's at this seminar that their lives take a truly bizarre turn. The main speaker is great, for sure, but it's this chance meeting after the event that is going to change everything for them forever. So picture this. They're in the back of the room talking about the seminar, and this man approaches them who looks completely out of place. I mean, he's disheveled, dressed in rags, and he just has this intimidating vibe. He starts talking with this weird, rambling energy, and honestly, their first thought is to just write him off. But then they notice two things. First, even though he looks like a mess, his words have this strange authority, this surprising depth. And second, there's the watch. On his wrist is this massive, incredibly expensive timepiece. It's this one detail that just does not add up at all. So you have to be asking, right? Who is this guy? A homeless man dropping pearls of wisdom with what looks like a $100,000 watch on his wrist? What is going on? Well, it turns out he's Stone Riley, an eccentric, absolutely legendary billionaire who likes to wear disguises to stay grounded and kind of test people's perceptions. And he's just decided that the entrepreneur and the artist are gonna be his next students. He's about to offer them something they just can't believe. He makes them an offer that is completely insane. Come with him right now to his private island in Mauritius. He promises to teach them the single morning routine that made him and a ton of other titans of industry legendary. It's an invitation to join what he calls the 5 a.m. Club. So, what is this big, life-changing secret? Well, it all kicks off with one simple, foundational idea, something he calls the victory hour. The billionaire explains that the hour between 5 and 6 a.m. is your victory hour. Think of it as this golden pocket of time when the rest of the world is quiet. There are no notifications, no emails, no demands. This incredible stillness creates the perfect space for deep focus, for personal growth, and for setting a powerful tone for your entire day. But here's the key. Just waking up at 5 a.m. isn't quite enough. The real magic is in how you use that hour. And that brings us to the absolute heart of his whole method, the 20-20-20 formula. The formula itself is beautiful in its simplicity. You just split your victory hour into 3 20-minute chunks. Each one has a very specific purpose: to move, to reflect, and to grow. Let's break down exactly what that means. So that first 20-minute block is all about intense exercise. The goal here is to really sweat. Why? Because sweating actually flushes out cortisol. That's the stress and fear hormone. And at the same time, it jacks up your dopamine and serotonin. Those are the brain chemicals that make you feel focused, energized, and happy. Okay, next up, from 5:20 to 5:40, you shift gears completely. You move into deep reflection. In that quiet right after your workout, you meditate, or you write in a journal, or you just sit in stillness. This is where you get clarity. This is where you reconnect with what's important to you and actually design your day with intention instead of just reacting to it. And the final 20 minutes, from 5:40 to 6 a.m., are all about growth. You read a chapter of a book, listen to a podcast, maybe study the biography of someone great. The billionaire really hammers this point home. Every single top performer he knows is a relentless learner. They get that if you want to lead your industry, you have to outlearn everybody else. So the 20-20-20 formula, that's the daily practice, right? It's the how-to of the 5 a.m. Club. But what really makes it so powerful is the philosophy behind it, the thinking that goes way beyond just that first hour. And that philosophy is called day stacking. The whole idea is that greatness doesn't happen in one big heroic moment. Nope, it's built up through the accumulation of tiny daily micro wins. The way you handle your morning stacks into your day, and your days stack into your weeks, and your weeks, well, they stack into the life you've always dreamed of. And just look at the math on this, it's staggering. A 1% improvement each day. It doesn't feel like much, in the moment, but over a year, those little tiny gains compound, and you end up 365% better. That's the mind-blowing power of day stacking. The whole 5 a.m. club method is really designed to build up what Sharma calls your 4 interior empires. That's your mindset, your psychology, your heart set, your emotional health, your health set, your physical fitness, and your soul set, your spirituality or sense of purpose. And the 20-20-20 formula hits all 4. Move takes care of your health set, Reflect works on your heart set and soul set, and Grow expands your mindset. It's a total system. So the biggest takeaway here is that this is so much more than a productivity hack. It's a complete philosophy for taking back your focus from all the digital noise, for boosting your energy, and for regaining control in a world that is constantly trying to pull you in a million different directions. The book uses this incredible quote to really capture its core message, that no matter what your circumstances are, no matter what your past looks like, you have the power to take the wheel. You are the master of your fate, the captain of your soul. And in the end, the book leaves all of us with a really powerful challenge. If your life is just a collection of your days, one after another, then the real question isn't about some distant future, it's about right now. So how are you going to spend the next 24 hours to start building that legendary life you know you're capable of living?